Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group E, and today we'll be presenting about our project, which called EduTech, Educational System for All. Okay, these are the group members for our Group E. Me, Azri, Ame, Dini, Adam, and Rushaidi. Alright, we go for the project overview. For the project scope, education table system is a software solution that we aim to develop and focus on providing enhancement and modification for the student portal apps. This software is intended to refine and improve the existing inefficient system, providing a better system as the solution that can accommodate and the problems that occur in the existing system, such as complex user interface, poor performance and stability, limited availability cross platforms, and lack of notification features. This system ensures that all students and lecturers have a seamless and efficient experience when accessing educational resources and information. Okay, for our project, the stakeholders are students, the lecturers, and the administration administrator. Okay, for our project objective, the first objective is to enhance the user experience. The second objective is to ensure good performance and stability. Third objective, improve cross-platform accessibility. And lastly, fourth objective is to enhance notification functionality.
So for the software process model, for our project, we decided to use the prototyping process model as our main software development process model. The prototyping process model is suitable because it enables us to rapidly design, test, and refine the app's features based on our user feedback, ensuring that it meets the evolving needs of our stakeholders. And below here is the prototyping process model figure for EduType systems. And the activities involved is prototype creation. We started by creating a basic prototype with key features like viewing schedules and class directories. This prototype had an interactive and user-friendly interface. Then we did user testing and feedback. Once the prototype was ready, we tested it with a small group of stakeholders. They interacted with the prototype and provided feedback on its usability, design, and functionality. The third activities is iterative refinement. Based on the feedback, we made continuous improvements to the prototype, adjusting features and layout to enhance user satisfaction. And then continuous feedback loops. Throughout the development, we maintain regular feedback loops with stakeholders, incorporating their suggestions into subsequent iterations. And then incremental development. As the prototype evolved, we gradually added more features like course info and assignment tracking, building on each previous iteration to deliver values in stages. And then the sixth activities is final implementation and deployment. Once all stakeholder requirements were met, we implemented the systems on available platforms, finalized the interface, and optimized performance for a smooth release. The last activities is maintenance and update. After release, we continuously monitored the system for bugs and provided regular updates to ensure ongoing user satisfaction. And then we go to requirements engineering activities. We have four main stakeholders, which is students, lecturers, administrations, and designers. For our project activities, the first is stakeholder identification and engagement. We had meetings with representatives from each group to gather their initial requirements and expectations. We also set up a communication plan to keep everyone updated and get feedback throughout the project. And the second activities is requirement gathering. Uh, we organize brainstorming session and workshops to identify key features and functionalities needed by each stakeholder. We also use surveys and questionnaires to gather detailed requirements from more people. Then feasibility study. We analyze if the project was technically possible, affordable, and could be operated effectively. We also identify potential potential risks and challenges and develop strategies to handle them. So, for the fourth activities is the scope definition. We define the scope of the project by outlining the key functionalities and deliverables. We prioritize requirements based on what stakeholders needed most and project constraints. Then project planning. We develop we develop a project plan detailing the timeline, milestones, and resource allocations. We assign roles and responsibilities to teams members and set up a project governance structure. And lastly, prototype development. We created initial prototypes or wireframes of the timetable generator interface. We conducted usability testing with stakeholders to gather feedback and refine the design. And the last part is survey and interview. During the elicitation phase, we use interviews and surveys to gather information from students, lecturers, and administrators. We conducted one-on-one and group interviews with students to understand their needs and concern about the class scheduling, asking open-ended questions to encourage detailed feedback. In addition, we distributed surveys to a larger student group to collect data on scheduling preference and trends, helping us to identify common patterns. So, the first question is, how often do you use timetable maker? And for the last part is survey and interview. During the elicitation phase, we use interviews and surveys to get information from students, lecturers, and administrators. We conducted one-on-one and group interviews with students to understand their needs and concerns about class scheduling, asking open-ended questions to encourage detailed feedback. Additionally, we distributed surveys to larger student groups to collect data on scheduling preference and trends, helping us to identify common patterns. For the first question, we asked them how often do you use timetable maker on a scale from 1 to 5. Then we asked what features do you consider in a timetable maker app. The third question is what types of schedules do you usually make in a timetable maker. Then why do you use a timetable maker? The last question is how do you usually manage your time? That's all from me. We go to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Din Haikal B. Hamzah with metric number 2312409. And now I will continue with the use case diagram for our educational application EduTab. This diagram illustrates how different types of users interact with the system and the functionalities available to them. Let's start by identifying the actors involved in the system. The first actor is the generic user. This represents any user of the EduTab system and it has associations with multiple use cases. Next, we have students. This is a specialized version of the user with specific interactions within the system. Similarly, the lecturer is another specialized user interacting with EduTab in a role-specific manner. The admin is responsible for administrative tasks. This actor has its own unique set of interactions. The department represents the departmental entity that interacts with the system. And finally, we have the navigation service, an external service interacting with EduTab. Now, let's look at the key functionalities or use case within EduTab. The update profile use case allows user to update their profile information. Both users and admins can perform this action. With view course info, user can access information related to the courses. This functionality is available to both user and admin. The generate timetable and view timetable use case enable user to create and view their timetable. These actions are also accessible to users and admins. The View Assignment Tracker allow users to check their status of their assignment. Again, this is available to both users and admins. And lastly, the View Class Directory enable viewing of the class directory accessible to user and admins. To summarize, EduTab offers functionalities for updating profiles, viewing course information, generating and viewing timetables, tracking assignments, and viewing class directories. These are accessible to generate user and admins with specific roles for students and lecturers. The department and navigation service actors also interact with the system in their respective contexts. That's all from me. Now I will continue with the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Muhammad Afazal Muhammad Fahmi and I'm represent for Group E for our IIUM Edu tab. So first of all, we in the login page. So we enter the username Shady the Great and the password for Shady the Great and we click on login. So it will display welcome Shady the Great and above here is the user that we will enter, our account. So here is 4 of the content here: generate timetable, class directory, assignment tracker, and the last info. If we click on the generate timetable, we can create personalized timetable based on your course schedule, customize your timetable by selecting preferred time slot, avoiding overlap and prioritizing class, and last one, easily update your timetable as your course schedule change throughout the semester. So we click on the generated timetable. So here is class. Create or access your own class schedule to make sure you don't miss any classes. So here we got two content from the class. Access recent class schedule and the class instructor to know who is your lecturer. First, we click on the access recent class and the recent class schedule easily link and arrange your class timetable flowing to the iMaklum and make it easier to look at. And here is your timetable based on iMaklum. And we back to the home page and we click back to the general timetable and we're going to see who is our instructor. So get to know all the instructor that will teach you in this semester. So here is the code and the name of the lecturer. We back to the home page. We go to the second one, which is the class directory. Access and organize directory containing comprehensive information on classes, instructors, and location. Quickly find details such as class timing, room numbers, instructor contact information, and course description. And the last one, seamlessly integrate class information with your generated timetable for convenient reference. We click on the class directory. Okay, here is the class directory and the map of International IIUM, International Islamic University Malaysia map. So we can enter your course code to get to know where is your class, and it will show you the map of the classes, and you can follow the map to your classes. And the third one, we move to the assignment tracker. So the assignment tracker can effectively manage assignment deadlines and milestone with the integrated assignment tracker. Receive reminder for upcoming assignment due dates and track your progress on ongoing tasks. Prioritize assignment based on deadline and importance, helping you to stay on top of your academic responsibilities. So we click on the assignment tracker and we get to know which project is completed and which project is not complete yet. And we can see, other than that, we can see the assignment detail for project 1 until whatever project you are going. Then it will show the progress and the due date or where you start the assignment. Okay, we go to the home page and the last one is course info. View your detail of course registered. Display the notes slide under the course selected. Okay, we choose course information and you can enter the course code, or if you don't want to enter the course code, it's already displayed the subject you registered based on iMaklum here. So we choose the CSCI 1301, which is object oriented programming, and if you click on the subject, and it will show you the lectures note and the exercise for the subject based on the subject code. That's all. I think that's all for our content here, but we have another one, which is our user information. If you click on the shady degree above, you can update your profile, such as you can put the photo and update your personal information, such as name, metric number, year or semester you are in, kuliah address, and you get to know the course info for semester you have been registered for. I think that's all from me. Thank you. For just now is for members who are already registered, and now is for this member who not registered yet. So we in the sign up page. So the member need to, or student need to put their username, for example Shady the Great, and put their email. Here is shadytheGreat@gmail.com, and their password, they're customized. So we click on sign up if you already put already all, and it will display the welcome Shady the Great, which is the home page, same as the login page. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Rushaidi bin Muhammad Husni, metric number 2310491. So I will present to you about testing activities for our group project EduTech. So for the preparation, the scope and objective is to provide new solutions towards existing system, which is student portal system, with some improvements that will help a lot of students. Second, the test environment. Set up the required configuration for testing, get it and get all the test data required for a thorough testing of all situations. Next, the testing activities for test execution. Uh, for the execution, we use Figma as the prototype for our group project. Then we make sure that each part of the application is tested carefully, just like the ways we want it to work. Keep complete records of the outcome for every part. So, for the documentation, compare the actual outcome of each test case with the expected results to identify any defects in the prototypes. So, lastly, for the retesting, uh, for the testing activities, the retesting, once the defects are repaired, rerun again and the prototype to verify that the issues are resolved and that the repairs have not introduced new defects. Lastly, verification. The prototype will be run for multiple times to make sure all the things work and are functional. So that's all from me.